What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you guys on the update 3.6 sneak peek number 1. If you're interested in that, stick around. It's going to be an interesting video. It's crazy to think that just a few weeks ago we got Thor Ragnarok and it shook the game to its core and actually propelled freaking Thor and Hulk to the forefront of the game. I've been having so much fun this past update. This month has been one of the most enjoyable months for me in the entirety of the time I've played this game. Crazy stuff, and the time just kind of flew by in the blink of an eye, and here we are talking about 3.6 and Ragnarok. It's about to be a thing of the past. Yeah. Anyways, on to more pressing matters, guys. From this teaser, it looks like Netmarble is planning to end the year with a bang. Hopefully everything I say in this video is spot on, and that is gonna be real freaking interesting if it is. Anyways, guys, so based on the image that they provided us with of Miss America, it looks like Netmarble is planning to end this year with Marvel's all new, all different Ultimates 2015. And in case you guys are new to the comic scene or you're not really a comic type of guy, essentially the Ultimates are a group of characters that were brought together by Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, whatever you guys want to call her, who I believe at the time was the director of S.W.O.R.D., and she needed a small group of characters that could go further into the universe in order to locate and assess threats to the Marvel universe and the multiverse itself. So they're actually kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy, only on a grander scale, and that's kind of why you guys don't really hear about them too much. They're not as popular as the Avengers, who kind of deal with local issues. I'm not gonna say all of the characters in the Ultimates are stronger than the Avengers, because there's not, but there is one character in the Ultimates that is strong enough to fight the entirety of the Avengers by himself without breaking a sweat. Okay, so yeah, really interested in seeing how he comes to this game. Is he going to be a tier 2 native? If so, is it going to be in the form of an epic quest? What's going on, Netmarble? Anyways, the members of this group involve the two that you see on screen right here, Captain Marvel and Black Panther. Captain Marvel, like I said, is the founder, and then we got Black Panther as the first member. We also have Miss America, who we saw in the teaser. We also have Monica Rambeau, and she's essentially the third reiteration of Captain Marvel. She has pretty much the exact same powers. And then we also have my boy Blue Marvel. Crazy stuff, guys. This guy's actually so freaking strong. He can stand toe to toe with the Hulk in his strongest form. Worldbreaker Hulk, the angriest Hulk out there, he can stand toe to toe with him. He can fight on par with the Sentry. So yeah, it's gonna be real interesting to see how Netmarble actually handles Blue Marvel, if they actually stick to the theme and go all in with the Ultimates 2015 edition. Crazy stuff, guys. Now, for this update, it looks like it's gonna shake up a few things in this game, because as I usually go through Mobirum, one thing that is always constant is one or two people always saying that Netmarble don't like their particular race and this, that, and the third. In this update, Netmarble is bringing in Miss America, who is a Latin American. She's the first Latin American superhero. And actually, she's a really cool character. She has super strength, durability, and flight. Kind of reminds me of Rogue, but she actually has an ability that allows her to freaking kick holes through reality, guys. And that's kind of how the Ultimates fly off through different universes and deal with stuff that has to do with the multiverse. She's a key member of the group, so really interested in seeing how she comes to this game. Is she gonna be kind of like Rogue, only she doesn't take your powers? Will be interesting to see. Is she gonna be a speed type? We will have to wait and see. And then there is Monica Rambeau, aka Spectrum, aka Captain Marvel, aka Spectra, aka Goddess of Light. She has a ton of different names, but one thing is for sure, she's probably gonna be very similar to Carol. And that's kind of where I'm wondering if she's going to just be a uniform. If she is, I know a lot of people are going to be upset about that, so I'm kind of hoping she's not. because I want more new characters to play with, and I'd rather not have to spend the crystals personally. You know, I'm a cheap bastard. Anyways, really, really cool stuff. She actually has the power to transform her entire body into pure energy, kind of like Captain Marvel. So I want to see how her animations are gonna look. Please don't give us copy paste, but either way, I'm gonna be really happy that we're getting some diversity in here so people can stop complaining on the forums. Now on to bigger and better things, guys. Blue Marvel, guys. Blue freaking Marvel, aka the first black superhero. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably gonna be thinking, what the hell? No, it's Black Panther. Actually, nah, Blue Marvel is actually the first black superhero, believe it or not. For Marvel Comics, he was the first black superhero. It's just that some things happened during his era and it's a bit controversial, so I don't want to leave it in this video. Check out his story. You guys will know what it is. I don't want to put it in the video because this is not necessarily his origin story and all that. But believe it or not, he was the first black superhero, and he did some really amazing things, and some stuff happened in the comics and he just kind of like took off, and that's when Black Panther, Storm, and those guys started popping up. Okay, he actually has a crazy amount of freaking power. Believe it or not, he can fight on par with the Sentry and Hulk. So yeah, take in, there's not that many people that can fight the Sentry on equal footing, and he actually did that. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I read that issue, but I believe prior to fighting the Sentry, he fought the entirety of the freaking Avengers. So you could say that he was winded already. I wouldn't say he was tired, but he was probably winded a little bit, and he took on the Sentry and fought him to a stalemate, guys. Crazy stuff. Okay, Blue Marvel is no joke, guys. His powers include stuff like super strength, super speed, durability, but I believe he has energy projection, so kind of like Captain Marvel. And if I remember correctly, guys, I believe his entire body is a freaking antimatter generator or some crazy stuff like that. And in case you guys are probably thinking, antimatter, big deal, big deal. The bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima, okay? And history lesson here, guys. That's essentially 1 gram of antimatter. And look how much damage that did. Now, if you have a guy whose entire body is a freaking antimatter generator, take in just how much power we're talking about here. He's actually taken a nuke to his body at point blank range and took no damage at all. I don't believe even the Hulk can do that. Like, he's fought with some of the strongest people in the Marvel Universe. And trust me, guys, strength is not the only thing that the Blue Marvel has at his disposal, guys. He's actually almost as smart as Reed Richards, guys. Yeah, one of the freaking smartest people in the freaking Marvel Universe. And that's kind of why a lot of people don't know about him, because of how powerful and how smart they made him. Like, it's just too much for any one person to write his story, because there's no one to really match him up against. Even the freaking Watcher, guys, had to state that freaking Blue Marvel is so strong that he could split the moon in two with a single freaking punch, guys. That is in freaking insane, guys. There's been debates whether or not this guy, if we were going to compare him to mutants, if he's beyond Omega level. That is crazy, guys. Crazy stuff. This guy can lift over a freaking 100 ton. He's actually moved a meteor the size of Arkansas without any effort at all. And one of the most amazing things that I've seen him do is actually fight and defeat King Hyperion. Now, when you guys hear Hyperion, you're probably thinking, Hyperion is shit. Hyperion sucks in the game. Well, yeah, he kind of does. Netmarble, you're done goof right there. But in the comics, we're not talking about the regular version of Hyperion. We're talking about King Hyperion, the strongest version of Hyperion. In his universe, guys, King Hyperion killed the Hulk, Thor, Magneto, and Wolverine, and fought 2 versions of himself at the exact same time, guys. Take that in, okay? He killed freaking Hulk. You know how much effort, you know how much power you have to kill the freaking Hulk? You know how much power you had to kill Hulk? But he not only killed Hulk, he killed Thor, he killed Wolverine, guys, and he killed Magneto. King Hyperion, savage, guys. If that uniform comes to this game, it better be a freaking amazing uniform so I can slap this on him and make him a badass character, because he's one of the biggest mistakes, the biggest waste of money, the biggest waste of time that I've ever made in this freaking game. Okay, so give me my King Hyperion uniform so I can go on a rampage. Okay, so King Hyperion uniform, I'm really hoping he actually gets that, because it's a tie-in to the Ultimate series. Okay, so yeah, really cool. Another tier 2 native that I could potentially be seeing from the comics is actually like, and that's if Blue Marvel is gonna come as a tier 2 native, and I'm kind of hoping that he is, because the Wolverine Epic Quest kind of segued into the Ultimates. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, do you remember the part where Wolverine is talking to Black Panther, and Black Panther said there's more going on, that he needs to go help out the Ultimates? And I believe right there is where it segues into this update. Crazy to think that Netmarble might have this planned out, man, mapped out. Crazy stuff. Sometimes it looks like they don't do stuff with any thought, but it looks like this one was in the works for a little bit. And someone I'm really interested in seeing come to this game is actually Anti-Man, guys, or Antimatter Man. He's essentially the opposite of Blue Marvel. He's everything that Blue Marvel is not. Blue Marvel is a good guy with good morals. He's a hero, true and true. And then there is Antimatter Man, or Anti-Man. He is by all means stronger than Blue Marvel, so take that in. He fought not only Sentry, but he fought the entirety of the freaking Avengers and Sentry at the same time. They couldn't do a damn thing to him. They had to wait around for Blue Marvel to show up, but I believe before Blue Marvel even showed up, something happened with the Antimatter Man and he kind of disintegrated. So yeah, this guy, if he comes to this game, that's gonna shake the forefront of this game. And it's gonna be really interesting to see how they put him in the game, or if they even make him a playable character, or if he just kind of comes and he's kind of like a Surtur where you fight him as a boss and that's about it. Antimatter Man, definitely one that I would be really amped to see in this game. Another big name that I've been seeing people talk about for a little while, and it looks like they could tie this into the Ultimates, is actually the G word. I'm about to say it, guys. Y'all probably shut off the video right here after I say it. Not something I ever thought I would say, but Galactus, guys. Galactus. The Ultimates actually face off against Galactus. He's actually, I believe, one of the biggest threats that they deal with, and they actually beat him. Not only did they beat him, they actually turned him from Galactus the World Eater into Galactus the Life Bringer, guys. They actually freaking turned him into a freaking wuss. And that's a topic for a whole different video. Believe it or not, I doubt they're gonna bring Galactus the Life Bringer in this game, but it is exactly how it sounds, guys. Yeah, he goes from taking life to giving it. Believe it, guys. I want to leave it right here because there's a lot of information in here and we only have a small picture to go on. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace and love.